Hello, my name's Esther and I'm the Group Executive Assistant here at True Potential. I'm really happy to be taking part in True Potential's Working From Home series, which will be looking at different colleagues talking about their experience with working from home with True Potential.
So this is my current workstation, what used to be my dining table. I sit here and Liam sits there. So Liam works in the development team, so usually would never have to come into contact with each other. So one of the biggest differences I'm finding is having them literally sitting opposite us. And it's fine, to be honest, we're actually quite enjoying it. But what I have noticed is when he does his daily team talks, he talks so loud. So I've constantly got my headphones on at max volume to drown him out. And apart from that, it's obviously just the interaction with the staff. So I'm used to sitting downstairs with the investment management team, so I miss the daily crack with them. But my day starts with the 8:30 call with Peter Bold and Tom Lamb. So we're currently working on the Unisolated initiative with David Harrison, which is just aiming to help those who are obviously isolating at the moment, and also vulnerable clients. So I'm working with financial advisors to get some food hampers delivered, which is great. I'm so happy to be a part of that. It's really exciting to do. And then the other good job that I get to do is True Potential have arranged a weekly pub quiz. So it happens on a Friday at 4:30. Everyone gets to finish a bit earlier, get a drink, and then we do a virtual pub quiz. So we've got our own quiz master, Glenn Lamont, who's a pro, and I'm the quiz master assistant. So I sort all the teams out and do all the prep behind the scenes, and it's really fun and everyone loves it. So it's just a great way for everyone to still interact but have fun at the same time.
My job involves a lot of different aspects. So as I said at the beginning, my title is Group Executive Assistant. So primarily I look after the senior team, but they're very self-sufficient but extremely busy. So I try and manage their diaries and help out with the organisational things that they don't have time to do. So that can include travel, diary management, meeting management, that sort of thing. I also look after the front of house reception team. So we've got 3 lovely receptionists who work there, which I'm sure everybody's met on their visits to our head office. So they do a great job of keeping everything right, and I just need to keep an eye on them, making sure they're not eating all the biscuit stash. And I think what I love about my job as well is working with the senior team. They're great leaders. They're so approachable and so down to earth, but they command that respect, and everybody wants to just work hard for them because of the way they manage. It definitely has produced a top-down culture where everybody just wants to help each other and do a really good job.
I have been doing the Dauntless Fitness videos actually. I found them really good. I prefer doing them live, but if not, I just catch them on YouTube later. I like them because I don't have a clue what to do when it comes to strength training. I've never really done it. So the simple moves that they show you what to do have such an impact, and I can feel it for days later, which I weirdly really enjoy. I usually run. I run about 3 or 4 times a week, just normally 5Ks, and then I try to do a bigger one at the weekend. I'm training for the Great North Run, so I've got a personal target that I want to achieve, but I'm also running for True Potential because they're sponsoring the Sunshine Fund, so that's extra motivation to beat me time. I'm actually about to go for a run now. Usually on a lunchtime, we'll go for a walk. So if Liam's free at the same time, we'll go for a walk together. We've got a nice little, the coast to coast cycle path passes just at the top of our street. So that's quite a nice little route to do. I'll go for a run or catch up on a Dauntless Fitness video. I try to do something active because I spend so much time sitting at my dining table, and I'm used to when I'm in the office being up and down all the time, so I like to do something active on my lunch to break the day up. So even if I've done the Dauntless live at 10 o'clock, I'll still go for a walk at lunchtime, but then obviously eat loads of chocolate, so I'm not getting any slimmer for it, but that's what I do.
What I enjoy most about my job is I started as probably a really inexperienced, not confident receptionist. And I was absolutely over the moon when I got offered the position. I had no idea the impact that it would make on my life, and had no idea that I would still be here 8 years later. But True Potential just give us that massive confidence boost. They give us enough support to be able to feel like I could go and do my own thing, but they trusted us, and that was such an amazing thing to get being 21. And I know it sounds a bit corny, but it's actually massively shaped us as a person.
So it's different at the moment because usually we would batch cook a meal. So every Sunday we would batch cook all the food for the rest of the week, because by the time we finish work and get home, I'm starving and I can never be bothered to cook. Even though Liam does most of the cooking, still we just prefer to have everything prepared so we can just whack it in the microwave. But because we've got all the time in the world at the moment, after work's finished, about around this time, so it's about 10 to 6, we just pop in the kitchen behind and start prepping the food. So it's enjoyable because it's a clean break and it's something, an activity to go and do before sitting on the sofa. But I love it because we're trying different variety of foods and you can't beat fresh cooking. So that's, I'd say, is what I'm doing to unwind at the moment. And in terms of TV shows, we've started Homeland again. So we started it maybe 4 or 5 years ago, but I've got such a short attention span that I soon got bored of it. But because again we've got loads of time, we've started that back up again. So we're going to be having meatball marinara tonight and watching some Homeland. So the weekends actually are massively different for us at the moment because we've been saving for a mortgage since January. So we used to not going out and about and seeing people as much as we wanted to. But just because we're in the house all of the time, to try and differentiate between the weekends and the weekdays, I'm trying to force themed weekends onto Liam. So for example, the weekend before the bank holiday, we had a James Bond weekend. So we watched all of Daniel Craig's James Bond films, and then we had a poker night on the Saturday night. So I say poker, I can't play poker, but we had a cards game and we had a little competition, and obviously I won, so it was hell on. But we're just trying to think of daft fun things just to do, just to make the weekends a little bit different. And the weekends are really the only time I can do my big runs. So as I said, I'm training for the Great North Run, so I try to do at least a 12 or 15k each weekend, just to try and keep me training up and hope that the Great North Run goes ahead.
Thank you so much everybody for listening. It's been really exciting to be able to share just a day in the life of what I do here at True Potential. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for listening and please take care.